don't know how well you can hear or see me. It's raining out here, but it's November 9th. Last night was the beginning of my rutcation. Got a couple different fingers of timber that come together right where I'm sitting at. It's my goal over the next week to try and either film somebody shoot a big buck or shoot one myself and get it on film. I have yet to do that in the last 5 years. The last time that happened, it was the very first deer-driven video ever put out. I shot one in 2019 on my uncle's place. This is the time of year to do it. Bucks are running around, chasing after does. Here we go. So I'll have to look back at the timestamps on the video, but I did a rattling sequence probably like 20 minutes ago. Not sure if that's what that buck was coming to, but I just had a really nice 10-point come right under the base of my tree. Did not know he was here until I looked over. He's at 5 yards. He looked up at me immediately. I didn't even move. So I tried to hop up, get my cameras turned on, grab my bow. I might have caught a glimpse of him on my camera going away. Everything's so wet that you cannot hear a deer walking at all. Normally you would hear he came in completely silent. The only reason I knew he was there is because I saw him out of my peripheral vision to my hard right. That sucks. That's the biggest buck I've had in bow range in several years, probably 4 years. Rick! I think I missed. That's unbelievable. Those are the 2 biggest bucks that I have on trail camera on this place. And I just had both of them within bow range. And I screwed them both up, I'm pretty sure. He was probably 25 yards. I know he ran out of camera frame. I was screwing around with this camera way too much, trying to get the perfect frame. Couldn't get it focused. This dumb bag is in my way. I cannot find any of my controls. Looked up, saw me. I think I got that on video. He took off. I stopped him. He shot about 20 yards. It looked like it was pretty open. I hit a very small twig, I think, and I couldn't see where the arrow went, but I did not hear a loud smack, so I'm assuming that I missed him. I'm pretty sure he came in my rattling sequence. I rattled like 10 minutes ago. I was trying to do too much. I should have just zoomed out, left a wide angle, and just got the shot, and I would have had him, but I had to try to make it perfect and screwed it up, I think. I don't know. I'm gonna get down and go look and see if I can find my arrow. Well, I just found my arrow. Obviously a clean miss. It's gonna be hard to forget this one. that's about as good a hunt as you can ask for. Didn't really do my part, so I try not to beat myself up about that, and just be happy about the fact that I've got a place where we can hunt nice deer like that. So I just hung a tree stand over at my brother's place. He's got 40 acres here, and he had a tree stand in this tree already, just one. I went ahead and hung one for me to film him out of, and then he's bringing a third one because his son Levi is going to come and watch as well.
It's the 10th of November, and Sherman and I just came in here. We just came in right at shooting light. Every good hunting story starts out saying, we was a little late getting to the stand. So while we were setting up, a doe came through this ditch and a little buck was chasing her. So things are starting to happen down here in the timber. Just looking forward to seeing that big boy walk through.
He's up there about 80, 900 yards, maybe walking west.
Matt.
Stop him, shoot him, Dad.
Matt. Matt. Oh, man. That's too long a shot for me.
Was he on the other side of the creek?
No, he's right there. It's like 30 something.
He was pretty nice, wasn't he?
So, been sitting here about an hour and had plenty of time to think about it. Had a pretty nice buck coming through, cruising through, and I grunted several times to bring him in. You know, I've just been so used to him coming through this ditch and heading right past me at about 20 yards. And so when he turned and started to move away, I just really wasn't thinking that I was going to take that shot. I tried to grunt at him, but it came out as more of a more of a bleat. He stopped, and when he stopped, he's broadside, and I decided, you know, I probably should have been taking that shot. But by the time I drew my bow back, he was already starting to move off again. If I'd have been thinking, oh, I'm going to take that shot, I'd have been drawn back on him before I bleated at him. Unless something shows up here in a few minutes, why, we're about done.
So it's November 14th. I'm hunting the same spot that Dad almost shot that buck in a couple days ago when I was filming him. It's November 15th. Super still out this morning, no wind. It's also very cold. We got a frost this morning for the first time in like 3 weeks. But this is the last day before rifle season, so really this is kind of the end of my Rutcation. This is my last chance to try to film a big buck getting shot. So I'm gonna rattle my little heart out and see if anything wants to bite. We just had a nice buck pop out into the field at a couple 100 yards. That doe obviously was hot and she was leaving scent on the ground. So I rattled at him kind of back behind the tree so he couldn't see it. And he looked over, but he did not care at all. He was more interested in that hot doe, so I didn't have a chance. I'd say there's been 6 or 7 bucks come through on that spot where the doe came through earlier this morning now. If I had an extra tree stand laying around at the house, I would get down right now and go and put it up right where that doe came through this tree line. The bucks just have not stopped coming through. They're just showing up out of nowhere. They're following the same exact path that she came through, noses to the ground. And then there's actually one spot out there where she kind of squatted down and left some scent, I guess. And they all stop right there and they'll do like a nose curl. Very cool. Not often at all that you see this, but I really wish I could be in that spot because I think bucks are going to keep coming throughout the day. I don't have that option though, so I'm going to keep rattling, see if I can bring something from the other direction. There's a little doe right behind me. I saw some movement out in the grass behind me. is the end of my rutcation. Started my little rut vacation last Saturday. Obviously had a lot of good action that day and should have had buck killed that morning. Sunday, me and Dad got a chance. That was really exciting. And then Sunday evening, me, Ruben, and Levi went out. We hunted on Ruben's place and rattled in a couple little bucks. That was really cool. Yesterday morning had a exciting hunt with that buck came under me. That buck and doe came and hung out right under my tree. And then this morning was one of the best hunts I've ever had without actually shooting a deer. I can't even tell you how many deer I saw. I feel pretty lucky to live on this place and get to hunt this ground, and glad that I got to spend some time hunting with some friends and family. That was one of my goals for this week. The other goal was to kill a buck on film. Didn't accomplish that one, but there's always next year. Hope you guys enjoy the episode, and we'll see you when we see you. Not sure when that'll be. Thanks for watching.